Hello, I'm Hannah Gebauer. I fought T1D from the day I was diagnosed almost 18 years ago at age 7. I felt like I was being controlled by technology and circumstances. I tried several different sensors, pumps, artificial pancreas technology, etc. None of it clicked with me, even though I knew all the detrimental effects uncontrolled T1D would likely have on my body. I rebelled against painful sensors and the burden of managing my diabetes. I was out of control. By some stroke of luck, I was hired by Diabetes Research Connection, where I met DRC's co-founder, David Winkler. He strongly encouraged me to start looping and told me about the tremendous beneficial effects which he experienced. I developed a serious interest in genuinely improving my health. Since I started looping, the days of 9 and up A1Cs are now a thing of the past. I'm cruising in the sixes and have much greater time and range, and I'm happier and healthier than ever. I have the pleasure of working every day to end T1D for all of us. I see hope every time we review a grant application. I see hope every time I meet a prospective DRC researcher and tell them we believe in them and their idea. I tell them my story and why their work is so important to me and all T1Ds. While looping has drastically improved my life, it isn't a cure. Some days all this technology just doesn't loop like it is supposed to. It would be great if I could just live without the anxiety and pain of this disease and not have to worry about all these devices. Until there's a real cure, DRC will continue to connect donors with early career scientists. Their peer-reviewed novel research will help to prevent and cure type 1 diabetes, minimize its complications, and improve the quality of life for those of us who live with this disease. I truly believe in innovation in the research DRC funds and to find a cure for T1D. This is what I have the most hope for. Thanks for listening and happy holidays. David, to you.
Hi, I'm David Winkler, co-founder of the Diabetes Research Connection. I've had type 1 diabetes for 62 years. I started taking insulin at age 6 when I had hair. And back in those days, it was one injection of NPH and inaccurate urine tests. I feel very fortunate to have lived through the dark ages of type 1 diabetes. And I've tried to take advantage of every cutting edge technology as time has gone on, which is why I am looping. Looping is as good as it gets. And I also want to tell you how much I appreciate Joanne, Milo, and all the supporters of Savvy Diabetic for making looping easier and for creating a great community of T1Ds who all of us are doing everything we can to optimize our care until we find a true cure. I'm sure many of you know about the recent announcement by Doug Melton's company Vertex regarding his breakthrough of creating islet cells, pancreatic islet cells from stem cells. This is huge. It's better than just the creation of new beta cells. And while the New York Times called it a cure, it isn't quite that. It's a huge step in the right direction, but the reality is the person who they said was cured is still taking some insulin. There are going to be 14 other folks in the study, so hopefully we will see many of them actually go without insulin. But until we also address issues like immunosuppression in a COVID world, we need to be careful with these transplants. And what's one of the exciting things that DRC is doing is funding researchers. We hope by the end of this year, we will have funded 50 researchers. 2 of them are working on the immunosuppression problem, one by creating artificial beta cells that don't have receptor sites for T cells to kill off those beta cells. And there's another group that's working on without going to full immunosuppression, genetically modifying cells so that we won't have the immunosuppression problem. So bottom line is that we're doing a lot of exciting research. As Hannah mentioned, she's very passionate about working with our researchers. And so we will continue to pursue a full-blown, presumably biologic cure, perhaps an engineered cure, until DRC and Savvy Diabetic and all the other diabetes organizations are put out of business. I guess that's the goal of any nonprofit, is to put itself out of business. So I'm wishing everyone a healthy, happy time in range, low A1C, 22, and best to all of you.